So at the Set Ready course here at the National Youth Film Academy, we'll get various different industry people in, and today we've got the wonderful Douglas Booth, who's obviously an actor, had an amazing career. You've been in like incredible films and series. There's Great Expectations. Obviously you worked with Miley Cyrus on LOL as well. What's it like going through that? Does it kind of snowball suddenly and you get loads of parts, or do you have to wait now and then, or how does the kind of structure work with it?
I mean, I started working when I was 16, and I don't feel like and it does snowball slowly, but I feel like it's a constant. I'm constantly trying to build my career. I'm constantly auditioning. I'm still. I feel like you never get to that point where you ever feel satisfied, or you feel like you've made it in a sense. I imagine, you know, any success you have, or the next rung up of success that you can have, you're hungry for the next one. So it's just constantly trying to work hard and tell interesting stories, and and just keep trying to do good work.
So between those jobs, do you have anything to keep you proactive and to keep you busy, keep you fresh for when that next audition or next job comes along?
Well, I think living on a film set is quite strange thing. You have such a strict schedule. Someone tells you what time to wake up. Someone comes and collects you from your house. Someone puts breakfast in front of you.
Yeah.
You get driven home. You kind of lose touch with the reality a little bit. So in between filming, I really try and go back home, spend as much time with my family, my friends as possible, and remember what it's like to be a real human being. Because if you don't know what it's like to be a real human being, how can you play one? Yeah. So very important to stay in touch with reality.
Yeah, such an important point. On the flip side of reality, though, you've got social media, which now is becoming so important in terms of brands, all that kind of stuff. How important do you think having a brand or having an image is in terms of you selling yourself as a performer?
I mean, I resisted social media for as long as I could, and then I remember I was having dinner with Darren Aronofsky, who directed Black Swan and Requiem for a Dream on the press tour of Noah, a movie we made together in LA, and we were talking about it, and he said, Douglas, you should get. At the time, Twitter was the thing, although I pretty much stopped using my Twitter now because it's kind of a bit of a dying platform. But he said you should get Twitter or social media, because one day you'll make that. It's all very well being in this movie where Paramount are putting £100 million into promoting it, but what happens when you make that film that you're really proud of, that's small and doesn't have the budget for marketing? Marketing is one of the most expensive things in movies. That you spend £100 million on making a movie, you spend £100 million on marketing it. You spend £5 million on making a movie, you should at least spend £5 million on marketing it. It's as expensive as making the movie. So he said, one day you'll make that movie you're really proud of, and no one will hear about it. So if you have that voice, if you have your own platform to be able to promote your own stories, that's a very valuable tool.
Super valuable, and obviously he's amazing. Great advice. £100 million as a budget for just marketing is a lot. That's when you get to the top levels, and one of the people at the top level that you want to work with, or it's been rumoured, is Quentin Tarantino. How long's that kind of been a thing for?
I just massively enjoy watching his movies. They're extremely entertaining. I think he is a real auteur and someone I dream of working with one day, but also when I'm ready. I feel like it'd be quite an intimidating experience. So I'm quite happy waiting for a time in my 30s where I feel like I'm in a place where I'm ready to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need to be ready by the time you work with Quentin. There's no
There's no like, I'll just pop around the corner and have a quick coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's Quentin, isn't it? Yeah. Going forward for like young actors, obviously you started out when you were 16. What advice would you maybe give to yourself when you were 16, or to young actors who are starting out now? What would you say to them in terms of following the career?
Work hard. Work as hard as you can, and just make sure you have a good time. Make sure you enjoy yourself, and don't worry if you have a setback. That's a part of your journey and part of your story. Don't worry if you don't work for a bit. Just try and enjoy your life as much as you can without worrying. Because it can feel quite lonely being an unemployed actor. But just keep working hard and only do it. Only do it if you really want to do it. Because you'll only succeed if you really want to do it. Because it's not an easy career to follow. So
yeah, absolutely. NYFA today, obviously you've met a lot of the students who are obviously going on to fulfil that career. Hopefully, how have you found it
today?
Yeah,
it's really refreshing to meet all these young people who are so passionate about what they do, and they're so eager, and they're all so confident as well. Because afterwards they all came running up and asked us loads of questions, and they all seem pretty. I mean, I think there was a slight audition process to get here, so they obviously they've been vetted, but they all came up and they had intelligent interesting questions. So I was really impressed with everyone here today, actually.
Yeah, wicked. So what's next for you now then?
I'm about to start a play.
Awesome.
A guide for the homesick at Trafalgar Studios in the West End. I go to Venice Film Festival tomorrow, and then I'm going to go on a final summer holiday.
Yeah.
Just for 3 or 4 days. I'm going to Ibiza with a couple of friends, which will be
lovely.
fun. And then I'm locking myself away in a room and learning 100 pages of dialogue. I've learned a third of the play so far. Because of my dyslexia, I like to be off book before I get into the room. So a lot of line learning is in store for me.
Oh, well, we'll let you get back to that then. Douglas, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Cheers,
it.
dude.
Take care.